If you're feeling the pinch of rising living costs in 2025, whether it's skyrocketing groceries, rent, or gas prices, you're not alone. Inflation's hitting hard, and it feels like our paychecks just can't keep up. But don't worry, I've got you covered. Today I'm sharing 10 practical budgeting tips to help you manage those rising expenses in the USA. Save money and still live a life you love. Stick around until the end for a bonus tip that could change the way you handle your finances. Let's dive in. First up, know where your money's going. Sounds basic, right? But you'd be surprised how many of us don't actually track our spending. In 2025, with costs climbing, you need to know exactly what's coming in and going out. Start by grabbing your bank statements or using a free budgeting app like Mint or YNAB. Write down your monthly income after taxes, then list every expense: rent, utilities, subscriptions, that daily coffee, everything. Categorize your expenses into needs like housing and groceries and wants like streaming services or eating out. In 2025, data shows Americans are spending about 30% more on essentials like food and gas compared to 5 years ago. So spotting those wants you can cut is a game changer. Pro tip: check your spending for just 1 month. You'll probably find at least $50, $100 in leaks you didn't even realize were there. Next, build a 2025 proof budget. Once you know your spending, create a budget that works for today's economy. I love the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or debt repayment. If rising costs are eating up more than 50% for needs, don't panic. We'll tackle that next. Use a budgeting app or even a simple spreadsheet to set limits for each category. Check in weekly to stay on track. Trust me, this small habit can save you hundreds over time. Now let's talk groceries. Food prices in 2025 are no joke. Some reports say they're up 5 to 7% from last year alone, but you can fight back. First, plan your meals weekly and stick to a shopping list to avoid impulse buys. Second, buy in bulk for staples like rice, pasta, or canned goods, especially at stores like Costco or Sam's Club. Third, go for store brands. They're often just as good as name brands, but 20-30% cheaper. And here's a fun hack. Try 1 or 2 meatless meals a week. Plant-based proteins like lentils or beans are way cheaper and still delicious. Utilities are another big one. Energy costs are creeping up, with some states seeing a 10% hike in electricity rates in 2025. Start by unplugging devices when not in use. Vampire energy is real and can add $100 a year to your bill. Use a smart thermostat to control heating and cooling, and switch to LED bulbs if you haven't already. They use 75% less energy. Also, check if your utility provider offers off-peak rates. Doing laundry or running the dishwasher at night could save you a chunk of change. Here's a big one: negotiate your bills. Yes, you can negotiate things like internet, cable, or even insurance. Call your providers and ask for discounts or promotions. Many will offer a lower rate to keep you as a customer. For example, car insurance rates are up 15% on average in 2025, but shopping around or bundling home and auto policies can save you hundreds. Don't be shy. 5 minutes on the phone could save you $20 a month or more. Let's move to non-essentials. Be honest, how many streaming services do you really need? In 2025, the average American spends $50, $70 a month on subscriptions. Audit yours today. Keep 1 or 2 favorites and rotate others monthly. Also, check for forgotten gym memberships or app trials that auto-renew. Use a service like Rocket Money to track and cancel these easily. Sometimes cutting costs isn't enough. You need more cash flow. In 2025, side hustles are easier than ever. Drive for Uber, sell unused clothes on Poshmark, or freelance on platforms like Upwork. Even 5 to 10 hours a week can bring in an extra $200, $500 a month. Put that straight into savings or toward high-interest debt to get ahead. Speaking of savings, build an emergency fund. Rising costs mean unexpected expenses, like car repairs or medical bills, hit harder. Aim to save at least $1,000 for emergencies, then work toward 3 to 6 months of expenses. Start small. $10 a week adds up to $520 a year. Use a high-yield savings account to earn a bit of interest. Some offer 4 to 5% in 2025. For the long term, invest in yourself. In 2025, upskilling can be your ticket to a higher salary. Take a free or low-cost course on platforms like Coursera or LinkedIn Learning. Skills like coding, digital marketing, or project management are in demand. A small investment in learning could lead to a raise or better job, which is the ultimate way to combat rising costs. If you're carrying credit card debt, those 20% plus interest rates are eating your budget alive. Focus on paying off the highest interest debt first, while making minimum payments on others. Consider a balance transfer to a 0% interest card if your credit's good, or look into debt consolidation. Every dollar you save on interest is a dollar you can use elsewhere. All right, here's that bonus tip I promised. Automate your savings. Set up automatic transfers to your savings account or 401k right after payday. Even $25 a paycheck adds up, and you won't miss what you don't see. In 2025, with costs rising, automating helps you prioritize savings without the temptation to spend. There you have it. 10 practical tips plus a bonus to manage rising living expenses in 2025. Which tip are you trying first? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss more money-saving tips. Want more ways to stretch your dollar? Check out my video on related topic in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.